I want to ask you something, and I want you to think about it honestly. If you found out that every single job application you have ever submitted was being evaluated by a filter system before any human ever saw it, and that filter system was rejecting you based on criteria nobody ever told you about, would that change how you approach your job search? Because that is exactly what is happening. And the fact that most job seekers have no idea about it is costing them months of their lives applying to jobs they never had a real shot at, simply because the wrong words were on their resume. Here is the thing that makes this so hard to accept. You can do everything right. You can have the right degree, the right experience, the right accomplishments. You can spend hours on your resume making sure it is clean and professional and compelling, and it still gets rejected before a human ever reads it, not because you were not qualified, not because your resume was bad, but because an automated filter system scored your language against the job posting and decided you were not worth passing to a recruiter. Every major company uses this system. It is called an applicant tracking system, and it exists for one reason: to reduce the number of applications a human recruiter has to review. It does this by scanning every resume that comes in and comparing the words on that resume to the words in the job posting. The closer the match, the higher your score. The higher your score, the more likely your resume gets forwarded to a human. And if your score falls below the threshold, you get eliminated automatically with no human input whatsoever. Now, before I go any further, I want to tell you about Reventt, because it is the tool that solves this entire problem automatically. Reventt is a resume builder where you paste any job description, and it automatically rewrites your entire resume to match the exact language needed to get past the filter system. Every section, every bullet point, rewritten in seconds to match that specific role. Not a generic resume, a fully tailored one built specifically to pass the filters for that exact job. And it also gives you an instant resume score that tells you exactly what percentage match your resume is to the job description you are applying for. So before you even hit submit, you know whether your resume has a high chance of passing the filters, or whether it is going to get rejected automatically. No more guessing, no more applying blind. You know your odds before you apply. The link is in the description. Now let me show you exactly how this system works and why it is eliminating you. The keyword matching this system does is not intelligent. It is not contextual. It is not giving you credit for experience that is clearly relevant but described in different terms. It is purely checking whether specific strings of text appear in your resume. If the job posting says operational efficiency and your resume says improved internal processes, those mean the same thing to any person who reads them, but to the filter system they are completely different phrases, and your score drops. If the posting says client relationship management and you wrote built strong connections with customers, same result. Lower score, filtered out, done. The recruiter never even knew your name. And what is genuinely infuriating about this is that the outcome has nothing to do with who is actually more qualified. It has everything to do with whose resume happened to use language that matched the posting more closely. So right now, people who are objectively less qualified than you are getting interviews at companies you applied to because their resumes scored higher on a keyword match, while yours got eliminated. And nobody told you that was the game you were playing. Most people who experience this kind of repeated rejection respond by questioning themselves. They wonder if their degree is good enough, if they need more experience, if they are applying to the wrong types of roles. They spend time and energy on things that do not address the real problem because nobody has told them what the real problem actually is. The real problem is not them. The real problem is a language mismatch between their resume and the job posting that an automated system is penalizing them for. Before any human gets involved, the solution is making sure that every resume you submit is written in the exact language of the job posting you are applying to. Your summary needs to reflect how the employer described their ideal candidate using their own words. Your bullet points need to incorporate the exact phrases and keywords from the posting. Your skills need to match what they listed, and your formatting needs to be completely plain with no columns, tables, graphics, or text boxes, because these elements cause the filter system to mispass your resume and score you lower, even when your experience is exactly right for the role. Now, I know what you are thinking. Doing all of this for every single application sounds exhausting, and it is if you are doing it manually. Most people spend an hour properly tailoring one resume. If you are applying to many jobs, that is a lot of time spent working every single week just rewriting the same resume over and over. This is exactly why Reventt exists. Paste the job description, get a fully tailored resume in seconds, and apply knowing your resume has the best possible chance of making it past the filters. The people getting interviews are not more qualified than you. They are just submitting resumes that the filter system approves. Reventt makes sure yours is one of them. Link is in the description. Stop letting a filter decide your future.